Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla. So, Tesla revealed the Cybertruck over 2 years ago now. And meanwhile, we have got other pickup trucks on the market and revealed, like the GM Hummer EV, the Silverado, Ford's F-150 Lightning, and Rivian that is already producing their R1T. So will this not hurt Tesla's sales of the Cybertruck? And are some of these guys not beating Tesla's Cybertruck? Well, not really, because delays at Tesla is not a bad thing. Only for the people that are waiting for the Cybertruck, of course, but while they wait, their Cybertruck is just getting better and better and better. And Sandy Munro also just made a prediction of what is going into the Cybertruck. And we have heard some rumors from inside Tesla that Tesla is taking this up a notch. The beast called Cybertruck, you think you know? Well, it might just have a surprise or two up its sleeve. This monster of a truck could really be the beginning of the next step for Tesla and the beginning of the end for GM and Ford. So let's talk a bit more about the monster Tesla is still creating, and let's dive right in.
Doesn't look like anything else.
So only a couple of weeks ago we heard Franz, Tesla's chief designer, talk about the Roadster, and yes, the car is delayed. It is not a priority for Tesla, it is just the cherry on the cake. But what a cherry that is. But as he said, because it's delayed, they have made so many improvements to the car and will have the SpaceX package ready. It will be the flying Roadster, as Franz said. And this is because Tesla is constantly improving its technology and is constantly making innovation to the way they make things and also the product itself. Just as we heard Joe Justice talk about that the Tesla Model S line, when he worked at Tesla, could make up to 27 changes per week. And Elon actually just confirmed this on Twitter, saying sometimes 20 small changes in a single week. This is unheard of in the car industry. It can take 2.5 years or more for a normal OEM to make changes to their product. Tesla makes 20 a week. Ford has even been out saying that they will try to copy Tesla's way of constantly making improvements to its car. So Ford knows this is the way of the future, being able to push out new ideas and improvement constantly. Not to make a brand new model in a 5 or 7 year cycle, but to copy Tesla is not something you just do. You also need to copy their way of producing them with these production cells more than the production lines and so on, so you can make the improvements and ramp up without having to stop all production all the time. But Ford is getting it that this is something they have to learn, or they will constantly be far behind and get further behind for every day that takes by, because Tesla will have made 1,000 improvements at the end of this year to their car or production line. And this is also why the Tesla Roadster will be so much better than the Roadster prototype Tesla showed off in 2017. And this is of course a general theme with Tesla. Their product is always better than the prototype they show us, where with the other guys it's normally just the other way around. And Elon did also emphasize this at the reveal of the Roadster.
This is the base model. Okay. This is the base model. These are all world records. Okay. This is what we're achieving in the prototype. This is what we're achieving in the prototype. This is what we're achieving in the prototype. Prototype.
Yes, that is what they're able to do with the prototype. But this is why the Cybertruck is also going to be 100 times better than what we saw at the reveal. Also because this will be a very important product for Tesla. Unlike the Roadster, that will have a very nice halo effect for Tesla, but that will not sell in high volumes, but the Cybertruck will. But I will bet it will also have a very big halo effect for Tesla, because the Roadster was supposed to be the hardcore smackdown for the ICE car.
The point of doing this is to just give the hardcore smackdown to gasoline cars.
I think the PLAID Model S has already done this, because it came out first, and Tesla is already at a place where the most of the innovation that was going into the Roadster is ready for prime time, and therefore throw them all into the new PLAID Model S. But I think Tesla want to make the Cybertruck another big hardcore smackdown, shattering any doubt about Tesla's lead in manufacturing, powertrain, batteries, software, durability, and just raw power and capabilities. We already know it will be able to crab walk and tank turn and so on. Elon has already confirmed this, but this is just the beginning. Just think of all the great stuff Tesla has made over the last 2.5 years since they revealed the Cybertruck. All of that innovation, plus all the things we don't know about the Cybertruck, is going into the Cybertruck. I think one thing this truck will crush all other competition on is software. Remember, the user interface of the Cybertruck is not like all the other cars. This is made specially for the Cybertruck. Of course, built on the platform of the other cars, just like we see the Plaid had some special in its software that the others don't have. The Cybertruck will have something completely different, like we have seen with all the patent pictures we saw last year. It might have facial recognition, so when you get into the car, it will just adjust everything accordingly, like the seat, the side mirrors, even the airflow and the climate will adjust to your likings. And then it will have a little today screen with your calendar appointment showing the weather forecast, even news down below, probably made special for you. And the truck will also automatically detect a trailer if you're backing up to a trailer and showing how far you are from the trailer. And Tesla showed it could tow up to 14,000 pounds at the reveal, but at the patent picture we do see it towing a trailer and it says 20,000 pounds. Maybe this is just a picture, but we know Tesla has upped the stakes, going from 3 motors to 4 motors. And that will probably not just be any old Model 3 motors. Sandy Munro is making a bet that Tesla will put their Plaid motor into the Cybertruck. 4 of them. The Plaid Model S only has 3 of them. And remember, the Plaid Model S is making the Porsche Taycan Turbo S look like a non-performance car. Even though the Porsche is a much smaller car, it is simply just left in the dust by the Plaid Model S, and the Lucid for that matter. It also shows us that even the new kids on the block are making better performing EVs than the old guys. And Tesla is just on another level yet again, so no, Ford and GM is not going to be able to compete with this monster. And the Plaid motor is something no one else on the planet has. And as Sandy Munro just said in his interview with Brian from My Tesla Daily Weekend, link to interview down below, that he almost pissed his pants when he opened up the Plaid motor.
We've just torn down the new Plaid electric motor. Right. And when I knew that they were wrapped in carbon fiber. Okay, that's an interesting idea, and it's good for making it lightweight, and it gives you a good air gap and on and on. So there's a lot of, but when we cut inside, when we cut into it and we started looking at that electric motor, that is revolutionary. Really? Revolutionary. No one. I've seen electric motors for, eons. I'm an old guy. It's very, very seldom that I get surprised. When we cut that thing off and I looked inside and found out, first off, the first thing we did was we put green cloth on it, or green paper, to find out, where the lines are. Right. Well, guess what? This isn't offset. There's usually a clocking that you do for an electric motor. Okay. This one doesn't have it. And yet, when I drove it, I didn't feel pulse. None. This is revolutionary all by itself. I said, let's get that carbon fiber off. I want to see what's going on inside. We pulled that off. We about peed our pants. Because you know what? this is not made, what do you call them? The laminates are not made in one piece. That gives you a gap, which allows extra power, if you like, through the magnetics and whatnot that thing has. It's like I never seen it before. Actually, the actual laminates are heavier than what we normally see, and they're in the shape of a Star of David, like a Jewish star. I've never seen that before either. And the magnets themselves are about twice as powerful as the ones that were in the Model Y.
Wow. Wow.
Each magnet.
Wow.
And by the way, they're also glued together in one great big long bar. I mean, everything that you ever saw about how to manufacture an electric motor has been changed revolutionarily. The only thing that's the same is the shaft in the center. Everything else is different.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to make a big prediction. I'm going to say that that's the motor they're going to stick into the Cybertruck. And the reason for that is because they can get so much more power out of it. It doesn't matter about high speed and things like that. This is just going to give a ton more money, more power.
The Cybertruck will probably have 4 of these PLAID motors. The amount of power this truck will have is insane. So I don't think it's absurd to think that it can actually tow 20,000 pounds. My bet is yes, it will. As we can also see on this picture where we are looking at the powertrain, the tire pressures, the suspension, and 9,845 Newton meters of torque. Just like Elon talked about with the Roadster.
10,000 Newton meters of torque. If you know what that means, it's just stupid.
The power of this truck is going to be unmatched. No one on the planet has anything like this PLAID motor, as Sandy just said. This is the most powerful electric motor on the planet, and Tesla will stick 4 of them in the Cybertruck. Absolutely bananas. And the range is also going to be unmatched as well. In the picture we can see the display saying 610 miles of range. Elon did say 500 plus miles of range, so I do think this is not just a number they put in. I actually think this is going to be the real deal. Over 600 miles of range thanks to Tesla's new 4680 cell. And again, no one else has this. And I still think the truck will be able to charge crazy fast, since Elon did not tell us just how fast it could charge, only that it would be able to do 250 plus kilowatts of charging.
Be capable of more than 250 kilowatts. We'll reveal the actual number later.
If it has only been 300 or 350, I just think he would have said it and got some ovation from that. So I think it's above that. Elon has already said that Tesla will open up their version 3 superchargers to be able to deliver 324 kilowatts this year. So the Cybertruck will definitely be able to handle that. Also, thanks to the new 4680 cell that does not have the heat problem when charging like every other EV on the road. So we'll be able to hold that charging speed for a lot longer as well. And we did just hear from someone from inside Tesla. This is just a rumor, of course, so take it with a grain of salt. But with everything we have heard about Tesla software and all the features they're coming out with and so on, I will not be surprised if this is the case, that Tesla will take its time here in 2022 and absolutely crush everyone on software. And the Cybertruck will not be coming out before the beginning of 2023 now, meaning all that great software they're working on right now will also go into the Cybertruck as well, making the experience so much better, and probably make something like the F-150 Lightning look like someone had put a Commodore 64 into your pickup truck. We all know Tesla is up and beyond everyone else when it comes to software, and that the old guys are actually struggling with software because they are not making it themselves. It pretty much all comes from third parties. It will be pretty much impossible for anyone else that is not controlling and making all their software themselves to compete with Tesla on software. And now Tesla wants to take this to the next level long before anyone else is even close to what Tesla already has. And the Cybertruck will have it all. and more. The Cybertruck is going to be so good, it will be the obvious choice, especially if you will use it as a work truck. You can hate on the look of the Cybertruck all you want, but it will turn heads. And people will take pictures of them in the wild, and there on the side of the truck, you will have your company's name and phone number, getting free advertising because of the way the truck looks. But I don't really think many companies are going to care too much about how the truck looks. They care about the truck's performance, usability, durability, and financials. And the Cybertruck will show much better specs than any other pickup truck out there for a better price. And it is made of stainless steel. It is pretty much just a powertrain with an exoskeleton on top made of stainless steel. It doesn't dent, it doesn't rust. This thing will simply just not die. You can drop your hammer on the hood of the car and your precious paint will not fall off because it doesn't have any paint. With a battery inside that would last for over 1 million miles, probably closer to 2 million miles. Now that is a truck that's built for tough. Not big boy tough, but real tough.
You want a truck that's tough? You want a truck that's really tough? Not fake tough? You want a truck you can take a sledgehammer to? A truck that won't scratch, doesn't bend? You want a truck that's really tough? Not fake tough?
This truck will probably last for the next 20 plus years for your company. What a great investment that truck would be for your company. If you're a private person, you could pretty much buy that truck when you're 20 years old and it will go on pension when you do. You will not be able to destroy this truck. And it's not like Ford is coming in and eating up all the market with the F-150 Lightning. They will only produce about 15,000 this year, so nothing. And only about 60,000 in 2023. And we have seen how slowly Ford is ramping up compared to Tesla when it comes to EVs. So Ford will not eat Tesla's lunch, but Tesla will come in and eat Ford and GM's lunch in 2023 with a truck that beats their truck on every single spec you can find, and price and durability. And that is much faster to produce. It don't even get a paint job. You have to be insane as a company not to buy a Cybertruck over anything else. As a private person, looks might matter more, but we know Tesla Cybertruck has over 1.2 million reservation holders. So I don't really think look matters that much when you can bring this kind of beast to the fight. So the Cybertruck will be so much better in every way than what they have shown us. We know they are still testing it because they have more time now, because the truck will not come out before next year. So that just means the car will be so much better with more power from 4 PLAID motors, with software that would just put every other pickup to shame, with features and functions like we have never seen before, and durability like nothing before it. It will stand out like nothing else. And in this social media time, when everyone is trying to stand out, well, it is maybe not that surprising that the pre-orders of this truck is also something the world has never seen before. So just like I think the Berlin factory and the Model Y that's coming out will put Germany auto industry to shame and maybe bring them to their knees, I think the Giga Texas factory and the Cybertruck will do the same to Ford and GM. Because they can't copy the Tesla Cybertruck, because they don't know how to. Don't have the know-how or the technology that is in Tesla's electric motors, batteries, software, gigacasting, stainless steels, their production method. This is all new innovative tech the Cybertruck is built from. They will not be able to keep up with this truck that is just becoming more and more out of this world.
Doesn't look like anything else.
And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.